So this is our refrigerator. I bet you do not want to look inside.
It's pretty bad, huh? Look at all that. Yep. Yep. It's a wreck in here.
So much stuff.
The freezer. So bad. So bad. Alright, so what are we gonna do?
Clean the refrigerator.
Alright, so I got these refrigerator bins to start off our organization, and I got all of this at TJMaxx and Marshall's if I couldn't find it. But, let's see, it's $3.99. But it's the Totally Kitchen brand. So I have a few sizes. And that's what we're doing. So first I'm going to start off by removing the labels out of the bins and then hand washing them with some just regular dish soap and water. I didn't take the price tags off because at this point I wasn't sure if I was going to need all the bins, so I just wanted to make sure that was on, but eventually they will come off. So next we took everything out of the refrigerator and put it on our countertops. On this particular day it was take your kid to work day. So Lucas stayed home with me. I'm a stay-at-home mom, and I just wanted him to learn what stay-at-home moms do and get a greater appreciation for what we do. So he was my special helper that day. He helped me not only with cleaning out the refrigerator, but also like drying all the stuff that I washed, he would dry. And then he also helped me with the camera work. So he was able to see a lot of what I do at home, and I think it was just a really good experience for him, and he totally gained more appreciation for what I do. Pretty nasty, don't judge. And here's what we got.
Bunch of stress.
I'm going to take out all of the trays and wash them, all the bins and wash them, and we'll go from there. Yep, pull those out. Next came hand washing all of the trays and the bins that were in the refrigerator with some warm or hot soapy water. This process can become quite messy. You will get water all over the place, so it was an afterthought for me, but I would definitely recommend putting some towels on the floor and letting all the racks and everything dry on those and drip on that, because you will splash water just because of the size of the drawers and everything, unless you have a really huge sink. I would totally recommend the towels. I'd also love for you guys to follow me on Instagram. My handle is @shemakes31. I love to post different things on there about my family and about myself and little day-to-day updates on our life. So join me on Instagram as well. Just this past week, I reached my first goal of 100 subscribers, and I'm so excited. So don't forget before you leave to hit that subscribe button and hit the bell notification button so that you can get updates of every time I post a video. So here I'm removing the shelving out of the refrigerator, and I'm using some of my Mrs. Meyer's lemon verbena soap. I put it in with some hot water in the Grove caddy that I have, and at first I just used that with a regular sponge and just scrubbed whatever I needed to, and I also used a microfiber cloth to just keep on cleaning. I had this really bad stain here in the corner. Honestly, I don't know what it is. I don't know if it was chocolate syrup or soy sauce or what, but it was pretty hard to get out. I did use my dish brush here and really hot water and just kept on scrubbing with a little elbow grease. it totally came off. I also got a razor blade, and that totally helped get the rest of it off. Now that it was all cleaned, I wanted to disinfect, so I used my Method anti-bac spray and sprayed it all over inside the fridge. It takes 10 minutes for it to disinfect, so I just closed the fridge and let it sit there while I washed the rest of the shelving. It was a lot of cleaning, but Lucas and I had a lot of fun doing this together. He has been able to enjoy a nice clean fridge now and has been so happy and so proud of the work that we did together. So here I'm just wiping down the Method spray and just wiping that off, and I did have some stains that you can see in the back. There's some yellow staining, but I didn't remove it. I think I would have to probably use bleach for that, and I'm trying to avoid that. Since I am pregnant, I'm trying to avoid using really harsh cleaners. Next, I'm cleaning out my freezer. I did this on another day. It took me 2 days to do this. It was a process, but I just cleared out the freezer. I used again the warm, or the actually hot soapy water, and scrubbed the inside of it. After that, to disinfect, I used some of my Purell disinfectant spray. I didn't want to have a smell in there, so I used just a plain Purell unscented and wipe all the surfaces down with that. And here's what it looks like now. It just looks so much better and so much more organized. I use the door to put all of our frozen fruit in and all of our cold packs and stuff like that. We like to make a lot of smoothies in our family, so I just think it came out so nice, and I just love opening my freezer and my fridge now and just looking inside. So here I'm putting back all the shelving, and I got the bins and I just put them inside first. I wanted to see how they would fit in the fridge, just to get an idea of where I wanted to put everything. So I was able to just play around with it a little bit. I did have to change the shelving some too to make more space for things, so you'll see me doing that. I love this Coke can dispenser. It is really cool to be able to have that all there. I did overload it a little bit, but I did have extra room in another tray to put some of the extras in. This egg bin is like amazing. I always forget whether we have eggs or not when I'm shopping because I can't see the container inside, and oh my gosh, I almost dropped an egg there. But yeah, so I love being able to have this clear container so that I know how many eggs I have, and it'll just make it easier when I'm doing my shopping list to see without having to open it up or anything. On the door, I put all of my condiments there, all of my salad dressings and like vinegars and barbecue sauce, all that kind of stuff went on the door. I also like to put my jelly there and pickles and olives. I put some cheese in that little bin there, like our sliced cheese and butter. So I just think it really works well for us here. It makes it so accessible. And now I'm just going to fill up the trays with snacks for the kids. One of the goals that I had here was to make it easier for my kids to be able to get their own snacks, especially my toddler, Noah, 3 years old. So it just made it so much easier. I put fruit out there. A lot of the times we won't eat our fruit unless it's like kind of there, out of sight, out of mind. So I wanted to put it somewhere where you can see it. I also use this for water bottles. We don't typically have water bottles, but this is like flavored water. So we have some of that, and then the extras of the soda I was able to put in here. So in this bin, I'm putting some applesauce, and the other bin had the individual packets of hummus. Noah loves hummus, so it's such a great option to just have that there and make it easy for him to get to. And in the next bin, I also put some mandarins in there, the little halo mandarins. I thought that would be a really great way to just have fresh fruit available to them. In here, I'm also putting in some mozzarella sticks and just little things like that that they'll just be able to grab, you know, an after school snack or something like that. This other bin on the top here has yogurt and Parmesan cheese. We do have a lot of Parmesan cheese, I noticed. And so I was able to fill that up, and the drinks are on the top shelf on the right, like my milk and my orange juice and half, things like that. I also bought these containers that you see here. I put the grapes inside, so I like to be able to have my strawberries and blueberries and fruit that I usually buy inside these containers. It keeps them fresher longer. And this drawer here is where I like to put my cheese, like the shredded cheese, cheddar cheese, and all of my deli meats. Now here I was having a hard time trying to find a spot for these things, so I decided to move the shelving around. The cheese drawer was kind of too low, so I did have to remove that shelf and put it up a notch. In these bottom drawers is where I hold all of my produce, salad, lettuce, tomato, that kind of a thing. This is where I rearranged that one shelf, move it up a notch, and that was literally all it took to make enough room for more things on the bottom. And this is the final result, guys. I actually took this video about a week and a half after I originally did it, and it's still holding up really well. It's still staying organized, and I just love the way it looks, and it just works so much better for our family. Now I just have to do another grocery run and fill it up with more things, but it's been amazing. My son Noah here is just giving you an example of what he does now. He just opens the fridge and everything's right there ready for him to have his little snack. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Don't forget to click the subscribe button and like this video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!